Managed to get the one barn clean last week. Moved the boys over here after we repaired the fencing. Well, I ran another set of fencing over the part next to the chute. We had a couple holes. I figured this will last it until I want to replace the whole piece, and then I'll probably go and do cattle panel and little wire at the bottom so little ones can't get in and out. Unless I get the right cattle panel, but I can't always find it in the right size. We put this exterior gate on a couple of the pens so far, so we can get in when they're empty with the Toolcat. It made cleaning this so much faster. Got some dirt and filled in some of the holes that they've managed to rub in. This one's going to be interesting. At one point we had pigs in here, so they dug around. So we got like where the trough was, that hole there has to be filled in, and spots over by that. But then we have little gopher holes all over here where the guys have stepped on the holes and it's fallen down. And probably get closer over here to see some of them, but they broke their feeder, so they've been having to throw it on the ground, which I don't like, but I'll have to build them another one. Yeah, all those little gopher holes have to be filled. This one's got to be cleaned out. I got that red panel covering a hole that the little ones were getting in, so I got to put some cattle panel. I got a small section I can put in front of that on this side of it, I should say. It's only fenced on the one side, and they reinforced it with a kennel panel. They've been headbutting each other right through that section. So I want to put a cattle panel on this side so that if they do hit the fencing, they're hitting both sides. You know, they're hitting from both sides, they're not weakening it on one side. And then I got some big gauge cattle panel way over there that we have to put smaller fencing on the bottom so the Nigerian boys can't get through. We did get a side gate over that way. I want to put one on the left side, the west side, and then we're going to put a chute through here, and I want to kind of like a little maintenance building for hoof trimming and that, so we're out of the elements if it's raining. And then most of that side, left side, would be another pen for the boys. But then I could go straight through the chute from the other gate down there from the feed shed and not have to come all the way around when there's goats in that one. I want to build more of these steps too. They really love playing on those. The big barn here needs to be clean. We're going to try and get 2 of them done. The small one and the north one there. Done this coming week if the snow's not too bad. It's supposed to snow Saturday, but kind of snowing a little bit now. But I'm hoping it looks like it'll melt almost right away or within a couple days, so hopefully it doesn't make it too bad out here. It's the wind that gets us with the fields being next door. I want to plant some shrubs on the south there. We got some carragana with a bunch of little babies. That would be nice to transplant over there because they're safe for goats to eat, so they won't get out of hand. They won't become invasive. Otherwise, they're pretty happy over here. A really fat one that's on top of the feeder. Yeah, that's Oakley. He's gotten real chunky. That's good because he'll be on the butcher list next year. We got 10 butchered this year. Sold 1. 9 ended up in the freezer. Still working through the process. We've never really had customers before, so it was cool. We vacuum sealed and boxed them up. They didn't seem to be expecting that. I guess a lot of the farms don't always box them up for you. So something that we do that the others don't. Otherwise, I gotta probably replace this gate here with one of the bigger ones. I don't think it's wide enough. We'll have to test with the Toolcat, and if that's the case, I might just put a big gate farther down, and then when we section this off into 2 sections, I might put a big gate there. I don't know. I really like that gate because I don't have to attach any fencing to it to make it work, but I can always move the left post if I have to. I really don't want to. We'll figure it out. And then I got enough gates to do those 2 south pens too for some outer gates. We still haven't finished the fencing down there. It's been a hectic summer, kind of refocusing on minimizing the farm a little bit, getting back to basics, and being able to keep a manageable number. We grew a bit too big too fast, and I get a little bit overwhelmed right now. We're also trying to clean up just general outside stuff. We have garbage that blows over here, and we got 3 bags of trash just along the road over there that was like hidden in the grass. So when we fenced that little section off and let them graze it this summer, a whole bunch of stuff popped up that we needed to pick up. And I mean, they're pretty good. They didn't eat any of it. They stuck to the grass, and then when it got real short, I just would make sure they were back in their main pen so they didn't try to eat it. But I have all kinds of plastic back there that needs to get picked up. So I think we probably have about a bag or 2 left that we got to do. I'd like to get done before the snow hits. So otherwise, that's pretty much us. For the goats anyhow.